Everyone, I'm here with the weekly astro horoscope thing, Tarotscope, that's what I call it, Tarotscope. That was not coined by me. I think it was Arwen Lynch that coined the term, so I gotta give her credit for that. But yes, the astrology pull a card dealy, I am here with it for the week. We are using the Shadowscopes Tarot along with the Fairy Forest Oracle for the month of June. I'm using that on my Instagram and my Facebook, so if you want daily draws, you can definitely follow me there. If you want your own reading, you can go to the Etsy shop link below. Otherwise, let's get started. So as always, we are starting with Aries. Aries, we have the Chariot this week. This is a week where you are really moving forward with things. You're very determined. You're like, I'm going to go for it. You're also finding a balance between things. You're able to kind of like get everything to work together to start moving forward on things. So if you've been feeling stuck at all, this is definitely a week where you feel like things are starting to move forward and you're starting to get things together. So kudos, Aries. Taurus, we have the Ten of Wands. Taurus, this is a week where you may be feeling you have a lot on your plate, feeling overly responsible for things, feeling like it's just work, work, work all the time. One of the solutions to this is to ask for help. So that means maybe delegating some things to other people, even if you feel like you do it better. Sometimes it's worth it to ask for help, and also not taking on other people's problems, not taking on other people's issues. Sometimes saying no to things, setting those boundaries so that you don't feel like you're carrying the weight of everything on you. For Gemini, we have the Lovers. Oh, perfect card for Gemini. So this is a week where you are faced with a choice about following your heart. And I know, Gemini, you tend to be kind of more in your head, but it's asking you to follow your heart this week. It's also, a strong indication that, if you are having, it's a good indication for romance in general. If you're already in a relationship, if you're in a new one, if you're looking for a partner, this is always a good card to get. But I strongly feel that there are some choices that you need to make this week, but listen to your heart. This is not a head choice. This is a heart choice this week. For Cancer, we have the Six of Wands. Cancer, this is a week for victory. This is a week when things are going to go really well. Give yourself a pat on the back. Acknowledge all the success that you have. Also, I see other people acknowledging everything you've done as well. So if there's something you've been working towards, you're definitely going to be making strides towards it, if not actually getting it this week. So Cancer, things are looking up for you. Leo, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So Leo, you might be feeling discouraged this week. This is a week where you might have to step back and reassess and look at things. You might be feeling very tired, very drained, but it's encouraging you not to make some giant choice this week where you're going to throw things out, the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. It's more to step back and look at things and reassess and say like, hey, like what isn't working here? What's really not working for me? And then, maybe cut back on the things that aren't working and put more energy into what's good. For Virgo, we have the Four of Swords. Virgo, this is a week to rest. This is a week where you need to rest, where you need to kind of slow down and not, it's not a week for progress. It's a week where you need to take care of yourself. And if you push yourself, you may end up getting, sick, getting a cold, getting the flu, getting, just getting over, what's the word I'm looking for? You're burned out. That's what I'm looking for. This is a week where you need self-care and to slow down. Libra, the Emperor reversed. Libra, do not let people push you around this week. I know you like to keep things in balance and keep the peace and have everyone be harmonious. However, not at the expense of yourself. There may be someone where you feel like they are kind of pushing their authority on you, and you may have to stand up to that person and say no. It's also a week where you may also be put in a position where you feel like you're having to deliver bad news to others, like do someone else's dirty work, and you're going to have to say no and give that back to them. Scorpio, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So Scorpio, this is advising you to not put too much effort or stock in material things this week. There may be a temptation to perhaps do something for money or overlook people's feelings in regards to money, and it's advising you not to do that. It's also saying if you come across someone who you feel like is maybe just using you in a material way, and that may not be actually for money, but for status or to get a leg ahead or something, that you need to set some boundaries there. There's an energy there of someone who may be using things for material goods. And so it's asking you to examine that in your relationships, and also say, like, is there something that you no longer wish to be doing, but you're just kind of doing it because money or status, or you're hanging around with someone, but you don't really like them? Like, really, let's look and examine that this week. For Sagittarius, we have the Hermit reversed. So Sagittarius, you need to spend some quality alone time with yourself. This card reversed often comes up when people are busying themselves with work in order to avoid themselves, or avoid that quiet time that they need with themselves. I'm sorry, my cat is over there crawling on things, and I'm just hoping he doesn't knock anything over. So, but if you hear a crash, that's a cat, or things sliding off, it's the cat. So just, you know. But anyway, back to our reading. There we go. I think he's gonna run out of the room shortly. Anyway, Sagittarius, you need to make sure you're spending some quality time alone with yourself this week, because you know everybody needs that. And if you're filling your whole week up with busyness or being around people just to avoid things, that's not healthy in the long run. Capricorn, we have the Queen of Swords. Capricorn, you're gonna have to make some decisions this week, and some people may not like them, but you're gonna have to stick to them. And it's asking you to honor your inner wisdom. You are wiser and stronger than you know, and you can get through things. So it's saying you're going to have to make a decision this week, a clear-cut one. Aquarius, we have Judgment reversed. Aquarius, you know what you have to do, but you're avoiding it. You know what your heart is calling you to do. You know deep in your gut what it is that you need to do, but you've been avoiding it. And this is the week to decide not to avoid it anymore. We got to listen to the inner stirrings of our heart, Aquarius. And Pisces. Pisces, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So Pisces, this may be a difficult week for you, especially if you, struggle with issues like anxiety or depression, or, anything that has to do with mental health. This is saying that, this might be a week where you need to take extra special care of yourself, and you might struggle with it. And it's saying, to acknowledge that, if you're having these issues, not to just try to brush them aside, but to really acknowledge them and to ask for help, and to honor that, you have these issues sometimes. And even if, you don't have these issues, you're not struggling with them, this may be a week where you find you worry a lot, or you're feeling upset or moody, and it's saying it's okay to honor that and to take some time for self-care with yourself and to go easy on yourself this week. There goes the cat. All right. So that's what I'm seeing in the cards. So it's a really up and down week. I see some signs are really kind of, it's a week where they're really kind of struggling a bit. And then there's other signs where things are like moving ahead and moving forward, and things are going for them. Now, if I look at the oracle card for the week, it is Soul Kin, which is recognition, family, and kinship. So that's the card there. Very wintry, kind of elven card. It looks a little bit goblinish. It's actually a little bit creepy, but I think overall, we do have Father's Day today. But it is a time to recognize our kinship with others. And this may not be our family of origin. Maybe it's our family of choice or our close friends. But to recognize the connection with others. So if you're one of the signs where things are going well this week, this is going to be a week to celebrate with others. But if you're one of the signs that might be having a little bit more of a difficult week, this is reminding you to reach out and ask for the people who really are your soul kin. The people who are really there to support you and they're there for you. It's all about connections with others this week. So that's what I'm seeing for the week of June the 18th to the 23rd, I think it is. The 24th? Something like that. Anyway, for this week, if you do have any comments or questions, please put them below, like and subscribe. And as always, peace, love, there's my little heart, and rock and roll.